remember you. You lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It is your boy The Video here, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And today it's time for another Reddit stories video. Yep, I am now gonna make this probably as a weekly series, as well as making some other videos, like maybe some reaction videos, also game videos and all that. But today's Reddit stories is from r/TodayIF. Yep, it's time for something different. So we've done Pro Revenge, we've done Entitled Parents, and we've done Am I the Butthole? It's time to get into Today I F'd Up. If you enjoy this type of video and also you want me to do some more of these Reddit videos, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We are on the road to 300 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? It's free to do, and it's free to unsubscribe if you want to subscribe later in the near future if you don't like my content. Let's get to the first story. Today, I freaked up asking my Tinder date to choke me. This is not safe for work, though, so this may be a not good story, but we have to wait and see. So, today, this happened a few weeks back, only posting now since the condition has finally cleared up. I just started getting back into the dating scene, met up with a guy from Tinder that I had been chatting with for a few days for drinks. Things were going very well. There was no awkward gaps in conversation. We were both into a lot of the same things. He was really funny, and it didn't hurt that he was also super freaking hot and in shape. Maybe 2-ish hours in, he asked me if I had any plans anyways afterwards. When I had told him I was probably just going to go home and watch Kenobi, he asked if I wanted someone company. Well, I did. I said, frick yeah. And we headed back to my place, where needless to say we did not end up watching Kenobi, or at least not very much of it, before we dropped the pretense, started mashing lips together, and clothes started flying off. Something to note about me is that I love roughness and loved getting manhandled. I understand that's not for everyone, but that's what I like. This guy was very sweet, very gentle with me, but at this point I'm very much into it and trying to get him to go harder. Spank me, pull my hair, etc. What the fuck am I reading? Finally, he's got me prone from behind, and I'm calling out for him to choke me since I know it would drive me over the edge. He's very reluctant, but eventually he relents. I had expected him to just use one hand on my neck, but he ended up using his arm, kind of like how they do it in UFCs. It was very tight, but he was putting almost no pressure on it, so I could still breathe relatively normally. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but it's the best way I could think to describe it. Wanting it to be tighter, I kind of teased him by saying, "Come on, don't be a cat." Trying to be sexy, but also letting him know to choke me harder. He obliged, and it was the tightest I ever been choked. I could feel my whole body shaking as I started to orgasmal. The next thing I knew, I was jolting awake and gasping for breath. It's not the first time I passed out from being choked, but this guy was urgently trying to get me dressed into a hospital. I thought he was overreacting until he got me in front of a mirror and I saw that one of my eyes was filled with blood. Like, imagine all the parts of your eye that are wide are all just blood red. It didn't hurt, but needless to say, it freaked me out pretty badly. To wrap this overly long story, I spent about 4 or 5 hours awkwardly explaining about what happened to multiple nurses and hospital staff, explaining that I had asked him to do it and that he wasn't abusing me, which I imagine was hard to believe given the appearance of my eye and the bruise starting to form around my neck. Long story short, the doctor let me know I had popped a blood vessel in my eye, and that while it looked bad, it was mostly like superficial and would clear up in a few weeks. He ended up driving me home, but ended up not responding to any of my calls or texts the following day. Found out he ended up unmatching me on Tinder as well. So yeah, pretty sure I traumatized him and blew that opportunity in a relationship. TLDR. Ended up asking my Tinder date to choke me, ended up passing out and blowing the blood vessel in my eye. Had to explain that I'm just a kinky weirdo to hospital staff and like he traumatized my date to the point he wants nothing to do with me. Bloody hell, that is a mad story to say. Like, that is mad. Like, for everyone's personal opinion about me, I'm not into that. But that is a bit mad to for you to talk about it and all that, it's very brave of you to do that and all that, but jeez, that was a bit far. Let's get to the next one. Today I fricked up by leaving a massive order alone with my now ex and our 14 friends. I'm sorry, I just need someone to vent, as literally everyone is saying I am a dick for kicking my pregnant ex out over this. To clarify, this is not the first time she's done this, but this time it cost me over $1,000. Also, I'm sorry if this was choppy. I'm seeing red right now. So recently, I got 2 massive orders for pastries for 2 weddings and a few other parties. I had spent 1 week working with my team on the orders, as it was 75 to 100 per item. Bloody hell. Well, we finished yesterday, and I and the team decided to go to the movies and just relax. Big mistake. My now ex had a party planned. Without asking me, in the home, I pay for while she just sits on her butt doing nothing. She's never had a job. She just waits for everyone to hand her what she needs. We recently found out she's pregnant a month and a half ago, but she's been using it as an excuse. Well, then she's a bad woman then. At first, it was just 1 or 2 of them, but it gradually became more. 1 to 2 to 15 to 20, which wasn't an inconvenience, as it was only 1 more batch, and I was fine with that. However, yesterday was the last straw. When I went out, she threw a party with 14 of her friends, and they got hungry, so they made their way down to the shop and went through nearly everything my team made. Blow! No! Holy shit! My dad owns the bakery. It's not too far down from our house, so it wasn't that hard for her to get in. Well, when we came back, we found my ex and 14 of her friends wasting on nearly $1,000 for pastries. I nearly lost my shit as I was screaming at her, asking what the frig was she doing and why she thought this was okay. She blamed this on pregnancy cravings. What? And tried to say that she wanted the baby to eat well, but when I asked about her friends, she said they also have cravings. What? That's stupid. I kicked her out and had to call and explain everything to both parties. Full refund for both of them, as there were barely anything that could be salvaged. TLDR, I left products alone while I went to watch a movie and came back to my ex and 14 friends, completed wasting on over $1,000 over it. There's been an update to that story as well. She ended up calling me on a parent's phone around 7 or 8 a.m, screaming at me for posting our private lives for everyone to see. So it must be that OP's ex saw the post. She then proceeded to ask me through crocodile tears if I would press charges on her for friends to have for having fun. I replied yes, and I was about to hang up. She brought up the child, as to which I told her to get a paternity test or not, it would not be my problem. She then starts trying to manipulate and gaslight me, crying, saying it was just her being hospital. What's the thing? Hospitable. Whatever. Hospitable. I'm now getting messed up here. Hospitable to her friends, and that it was rude of me to yell at them and kick them out. She then proceeds to cry about me not caring about her, and I just hung up and blocked her. As of right now, I'm fixing to leave for the PD, and I hope you do come, Maddie. With the evidence I have, you'll be arrested on the spot. Also, I've seen this in the comments a lot, so to clarify, 1, wasting on sweets, not alcohol. Okay, and 2, yes, I did use a condom every time, however, a few of them broke. I'm assuming nothing of it, as she was on birth control. I feel like this was just planned, or she was sleeping around. Either way, I'm still going through with the charges. There are too many comments to go through, but these were the questions I saw rose. Also, thank you for the support, it means a lot. Wow, that is a mental story to read. Gee, was it mental than the last story? No, but freaking hell, that was intense. Damn, your ex is a mother freaking female dog. Like, jeez, I didn't expect that from your ex. Bloody hell. Like, thank God you dumped her and all that, because she turned out to be a right old cow. I can't say that. Right, let's get on to the third and final story. Today I fricked up by trusting the pull-out method. My retirement is fudged. Okay, this does not sound good. I, a 47-year-old male, have 3 kids in their 20s. All are independent and lived on their own. One is pregnant with their first child. I was done, ready to be a grandpa, starting to think about selling my company and taking an early retirement. Then I met her. It was about 6 months ago, and our small city was hosting a massive blood donation event to combat a shortage. A bunch of local businesses and non-profits set up stalls and were giving things out to donors, advertising their services, etc. I own an electrical company, and we were put at a table right next to the table for the local charity. There was only one person working at it, a young woman, 29, female, and we started talking. We ended up spending the whole day chatting, flirting, laughing. We hit it off. Here's where it all starts to go wrong. I could have just taken it as an ego boost that this beautiful younger woman gave me some of her attention. Could have just waved at her while we put our shite. I can't say that. Could have just waved at her while we put our stuff in our cars at the end of the night. I didn't though. I asked for a number. That was 6 months ago, and a few days ago she told me she's pregnant. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I am so fricked. My 4th child is going to be younger than my grandchild. She's happy like this isn't going to completely ruin my plans for the second half of my life. She was never on birth control and always open with me about that. However, condoms fell by the wayside pretty quickly. I kept meaning to make an appointment for a vasectomy, but figured pulling out would be fine. My ex-wife and I had done it for almost a decade and never had so much of a scare. Dumb as hell. Idiot of epic freaking proportions. Learn from my mistakes, folks, because I sure as hell didn't learn from the cautionary sex ed lessons. The pull-out method is bullshit. The pull-out method is bullcrap. TLDR. Met a pretty young woman, had a lot of sex. Now she's pregnant, and my procrastination on getting a vasectomy has backfired exactly like how you expect it backfired. There's an edit for clarity. There's an edit for clarity. GF and I went on a few dates before we first sat together, and it's been going on ever since. We aren't exactly in a relationship. I wasn't taking it too seriously because of where we are in our lives, but I like her a lot. Everyone suggesting the paternity test she did offer and is scheduled to do it in early September. She's been very transparent with me about other relationships. When we first started seeing each other, there was another guy, but it fizzled out within a month. It's generally an honest, straightforward person. So she must be a nice person then. If she says it's 100% my kid and offers to do a paternity test of put my mind at ease, I do believe her, however, we will confirm. Yes, I know I'm an idiot. Yes, I was thinking about my... Yes, I was thinking about my dick. I was thinking with my dick. Yes, we did discuss abortion, and while she is pro-choice, it isn't a choice she would make for herself. I respect that, and I have no intention of pushing. I think it's very clear I am just as much to blame as she is, and will step up. I will love my kid. I will be a good dad. In the event it doesn't work out with GF, I am confident she is a person who I can easily co-parent with. Well, yeah, you did kind of mess up there, but you know what? If you and this woman get along very fine and you end up not being properly together, at least it's not a bad thing. You're both still going to be good friends and will be probably good parents or something. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, you did frick up. That's the only thing here that we got from the story, is that you're kind of a messed up person. And that's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We're on the road to 300 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, just hit a like button. I know I said that twice, man. I'm such an idiot. It's late. I don't care. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys very soon for maybe another Reddit video or something else. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.